Good morning, folks, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to talk about something that we're going to look more into depth on some more DMCs. So, in last week's video, we talked about Fora flights. So, we talked about specific Fora airline partners that we're affiliated with, as well as the special incentives that airlines can give our clients, such as Bark Air for booking flights for our pets, so our dogs specifically. So let's go into another one, getting some great deals. Wedding. Weddings are a very special time for couples to, you know, um, to start a new journey, start a new life, even if it's renewing their vows. So classic vacations, is a very perfect example of one of the most trusted DMCs affiliate with Fora. So as you can see, they booked over 278,000 um, itineraries, travels by 129 advisors overall in Fora, and this was of his. I think it was as of last year. So classification is perfect for the more packages like all inclusives that includes hotels, accommodations, flights, and also tours. Right? So, that's our tour operator is Virtuoso. So it's the number one rated luxury vacation company for travel advisors. Okay, not just with four of other companies. So they are number one in that. They've been around for many decades. So I'm going to look at something that we can probably make some great commissions with. So if you're a four advisor and you're looking at your travel agent login page, I have one with classic vacations. So to start out with, let's look at groups by classic. Destination weddings, sorry about that. Destination weddings, corporate groups, and incentive trips. Now, if you're somebody who specializes in group trips throughout the United States, Europe, Asia, or anywhere, the Caribbean, destination weddings is something that you should really consider in corporate group incentive trips. Social groups, either of these, but destination weddings and corporate groups and incentive trips can make you great money. Okay, and no other DNC is better than classic vacations. So the first thing you do is I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna log in, but I'm not gonna log in using all our information. So the first thing you do is go to classic vacations. All right, and you're at this. This is the agent portal. So assuming you're with Fora, you can use this. So you're gonna put in your IATA number. So that's what we have with Fora. And then you're gonna put in your username. So I'm just gonna give you an example username and password, and you sign in. So I'm not gonna sign in, okay? So you don't see my credentials, and then it'll take you straight to that page. So here we go. Classic Vacations is perfect. Now they do have great deals for people who are traveling for destination weddings, corporate groups, and incentive trips. So here's some of the examples. Okay, these are the resources. So destination weddings make great money. If you're a travel advisor and you have people who are inquiring about going to specific destinations worldwide for their weddings or incentive trips in corporate groups. So if you work in corporate America or any company and they do have incentive trips, what better way to reach out to them and say, hey, I'm a travel advisor of Fora, and we do have some great deals for corporate group trips and destination weddings and social groups too. All right, so let's go to this one. Here's the resources. So you might want to save this. So if you're using any browser, Chrome, Microsoft, or Firefox, just save this and save the date. The destination wedding collection. So here we go. And these are the exclusive offers. Mention this to people who are inquiring about that. So this is Classic Advisor Resources. So this is the client site you can go to in exclusive offers. So let's go to exclusive offers. All right, perfect. So, and we do have a couple of our partners that are featured here: Blue Diamond, Breathless, Cancun, Dreams, Hilton for the stay. And it depends on where they want to go. They may have something in mind, and maybe they don't know exactly what partner they want to book with. So we'll go to Blue Diamond Resorts, and then learn more about this too when you mention it. And then here we go. So Blue Diamond Resorts. I think they operate in a few continents: North America, the Caribbean, and then Latin America too. So here's a couple: Royalton Resorts and Hideaways, and get to know these locations. So this one's Antigua. This one is also Negros, Jamaica, and Grenada too. A beautiful island if you've never been there. And then, yeah, so you will save all these, go into your advisor login, and learn about these specific destinations and mention to them. if they want to say, hey, I have an idea for a wedding location, and if they give you the exact place, then you can find on here where that's at. You can find where your DMC partner is, and this shows you wedding packages. So, for example, Blue Diamond Resorts. They operate mainly in the Caribbean, so Mexico, the Caribbean. Like I said, Cancun, Riviera, St. Lucia, Riviera, Cancun, Antigua, and you just click on that location. So if you're saying I want to go to Antigua, here we go, wedding locations, and then you give a slideshow. You'll do a slideshow presentation. So how you pivot is when they say I want to go to Antigua, Cancun, you can conference them, do a phone conference, or you can also do a live phone conference via the web and show them exactly what they're getting. So ceremony locations and capacities, as you see, maximum seating capacity location, cocktail locations and capacity. You want to explain this thoroughly so they know what they could be getting into if they choose a destination wedding. All right, so that's Blue Diamond, and you want to go into the client site. So I think we already went there. If not, I could take you there. So well, it looks like page can't be found, but that's fine. You just log into your portal, and you can go to each one of these. Same thing, Breathless Cancun, and Breathless Cancun. You can just tell them exactly what the company is, and get them a wedding package. So they do symbolic ceremony for two, hair and makeup, okay, cake and toast, romantic dinner. So this is what's all included in the packages, right? You're gonna explain to them exactly what's in there, what's the starting price, and then what are the venues, and then you're gonna look at the resort. So Breathless Cancun, so in Resort Spa. Okay, it's 4-star. I'm surprised it's not 5. I heard a lot of great things about them. So when you explain this, you want to video conference them, okay? And do you want to include these as well? Just like with Blue Diamond Resort, you want to have a PowerPoint presentation to show them exactly what's included, what's the cost, and then you'll click this link, find inspiration, and here we go. These are all the videos. I'm sorry, these are all the photos through Pinterest. So they have Pinterest photos of the actual events that took place. So Breathless Cancun has that. And you can go to the website and you can show the results of the wedding venue. And it's beautiful too. As you can see, it shows the wedding venue, the location, the activities. Look at this cake too, right? So you want to show them, just a panoramic view of what to expect. Set the expectations, all right? And this is a person who took these photos of the venue. And this is the whole, and here's a video too, so you can see people here having fun. Perfect. Now let's go to Breathless Cancun Resort and Spa. So if they did want to lock in a trip, you can book it for them in your client portal page. You got to check in, check out, travelers, book a trip, my bookings, my groups. And once you're logged in, assuming you're logged in, they'll tell you the overview, the rooms, amenities, and you can book with them if they want to do it that day. If not, that's fine. So yeah, and then let's take a look. So we have other things to do. We have custom flyers. So I would recommend first doing a video conference so you can show the website, show what the venues look like, how much it costs, and share with them a PowerPoint presentation. Now, what you could do is this. You can have a template that's already made up. So you go to the template. I'm going to go back, custom flyers. So send them a flyer too after the meeting, or set it in advance. So let's say, hey, I want to do a video conference with you. Can you dedicate 30 minutes or less so I can show you exactly what destinations and what our DMC partners in those certain locations have to offer for your big day. You go to your client site, but also go to custom flyers. And then go to your template, which is made in Canva. Now you can organize this. You can open the editor and organize this yourself, but it's already done. So you just put the place here. So if it's Antigua, Thailand, Cancun, Jamaica, or whatever, include it in there. Just scan the QR code, save the destination. So this is pre-made. Now you can, edit it yourself. Save it as a PDF. So you want to share it. You can share it too. View public link. You can send them the link, or you can present it like a website, or you could, download it and send it to the email. So I would suggest send it to the email first, or you could present it like a PDF. Okay, send it like a PDF, or maybe a PowerPoint presentation, and then once it goes to your email, set the expectations, and then include that when you're doing the presentation. Here's another one: Hilton for the Stay. Hilton for the Stay is very famous for hosting wedding venues. So if somebody says they want to go with a trusted brand like Hilton, now if they do have a destination in mind and take them there, if not, you can recommend it. So here, where love meets paradise. So this is Hilton for the stay. And you can say, hey, this is wedding packages. You mention the wedding packages. I prefer you to do a video conference, but you can also do this on a phone call. Explain the signature package, okay, the devotion package, the shares package. You can learn more about this, okay? And this is basically a slide-through presentation of everything. The Hilton All-Inclusive, that shows the logo there, and this shows exactly what you're getting into. So cherish the capture. So you'll go through all of this in your presentation, right? And keep it brief. And these are the packages of pricing. So this is updated up to 2025. So I'm not sure if they have 2026. But if they did mention Hilton, then yeah, you take them to here. And you can even send us as a PDF via email or even in the slideshow presentation so they know what to expect. So I would do that. And I would bookmark these, okay, on your specific browser that's dedicated to your travel advisory work. So you got a lot of options: Hilton Tulum, Riviera Maya, Hilton Cancun, etc. Zemi Mike's all, I think I'm pronouncing it right. Zemi Mike's all inclusive. And if they want to book, you just go there, as long as you're logged in, okay? So yeah, so I mean, listen, there's a lot of opportunities with Classic Vacations, right? I mean, they're one of our best partners. They're the number one luxury DM partnered company that we deal with, and weddings are phenomenal. I mean, you can make great commissions off this. Now, I won't discuss how much you can make off it because it depends on what you're booking. So you have group requests, a lot of group requests. They have to submit a form. So if somebody has an incentive, group travel for companies like corporations or groups, you'll take them here, classifications. Make sure you're logged in. You put your agency IATA, consortium affiliation. So if you're with Virtuoso Travel Leaders or any of these, put it in there. So I do, well, I could do both. I'm a Virtuoso member, but I could do independent. Agency name Fora. So let's say Virtuoso, because I am a Virtuoso member. Fora, travel advisor name, last name, email. Get your direct number. So it could be a personal number. Some of you may have a 1-800 number. If you want to have a Google number, you could do that because it shows that you're more exclusive and professional. You're not using your main phone number with your travel Fora advisor number. Okay, and then you can exactly show what the sales specialist is. All right. This is my first group. Okay, not yet. If you do have a specific sales specialist, you'll put that in here, right? And then yes, so I would say this: if you're planning on, if you want to make big commissions and classic vacations, and you deal with group destinations, you deal with wedding destinations, yeah, go to classic vacations, and then you can even call them too. You can even call this number. They're open 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Ask them specific questions at hand, okay, about exclusive offers, resources, and then so that way you're prepared to explain to a potential client ways to call. So you can call them directly at this number. You can book online and group requests. So people will do this. They'll go do this themselves if they want to call and book. But for you as a travel agent, be logged in. Call Classic Vacations just to get any information about these specific locations, the type of trips that they want to take, and then you can submit a group request on their behalf. Okay?